Right, at the request of Dr. Philip Kaiser, who is the local health authority in Galveston County, who's vested with certain statutory authority, he asked that we issue a stay-at-home order. So following that guideline or that recommendation, we have drafted a stay-at-home order, which is now being circulated among all 13 mayors of the cities in Galveston County, all of whom have tentatively agreed to sign on to the order, which will request basically that people stay at home through April the 3rd if they can.
And so what does this really mean for the everyday person that's going to be out there? Is it, is there going to be some penalties of law? What's going to happen here?
We don't have any ability to enforce this because we don't have any additional law enforcement. So if we were to get a complaint of a large gathering of people, we would go investigate that specific complaint. But the county just does not have additional law enforcement to go try to proactively police anything, and I'm not positive we could if we did. So it's really a request, and we have a lot of exemptions. If you're essential as defined by a lot of different parameters, this really won't impact you at all. We're really going to be limiting this to the people who don't have any place to go, just asking that you stay at home or work outside, but not in groups.
And essentially what this is a big, it comes down to, based on the enforcement side of things, is a really just strong urgency.
Right. Stay
home for another week. Don't
right.
go out.
We know social distancing works. It is part of one of the best tools we have at the moment until there's a vaccine developed for this pandemic. So we're asking that you take it seriously and understand that you staying at home or not going out in groups will make a difference.
There are a lot of concerns when folks hear this type of thing. They think it should be more than that. What do you tell someone who says, listen, the county needs to be doing more on this?
This is really all we can do. We are very limited in our powers. Cities may have additional ordinance powers, counties don't have them, so it's not really possible for us to do more than this. The governor or the president could do more, but as a county official, this is about the most we can do.
Talking about the governor said Sunday that he wants to give some time for the orders he signed last week to see how they work before taking any further action. Is this kind of in support of the governor's type of move on this as well?
Certainly, and you have to appreciate where the governor is. There's 254 counties in the state. Only about 20 or 30 have been impacted by coronavirus so far. So it's hard to have a one-size-fits-all approach at the state level when the overwhelming majority of counties in Texas don't yet have a case of coronavirus.
It's one thing that comes up for this, though, if Harris County takes a more stricter move, obviously that's their county stuff, but it's right to the north of Galveston County, affects a lot of folks here. What happens then? Do you go back and reconsider, or do you think you just stay with this?
This is really all we can do. So we can't. The only thing we could reconsider is to remove it early. So if the numbers start falling, we see some relief, then we might consider terminating it early. But there's nothing really more stringent that we can do besides this.
Well, the county can't, but the cities could take further messages.
The cities may have individual ordinance powers that would allow them more flexibility than I've got. And I encourage every city, if that's the direction they would like to go, to get some good legal advice on what they can do. And
you spoke with the city. Y'all just got off a conference call,
yes.
So you and I are talking about this right now. And what was kind of the reaction you were hearing from the city leaders on this?
That they understand that this is all the county can do. That are supportive. I don't think we had a single city of the 13 say that they weren't going to sign on with us. And then they'll go down to the city level to decide what they wish to do next.
Did anyone in that call indicate that it may go a little more tougher on restrictions or anything like that?
Not really, but that's a possibility. I'm a little concerned about the city of Galveston. They have the spring breakers down there who appear to be ignoring all common sense. So it would not surprise me if the city of Galveston in particular tries to take a little more aggressive action.
And geographically for Galveston, it's a little more different for them to be able to do it. It's separated out. It's not like it's
exactly.
going up to another city or anything like that.
Exactly, and I told them on the call, I couldn't pretend to treat the city of Galveston the same as the city of Santa Fe. They're just dissimilar in so many ways. So each city can make their own decisions.
For example, Bolivar Peninsula also separated by the
very
ferry,
right,
but even
correct.
though it's within the county.
Right.
What's the most important thing you want folks to understand from not only this order that's about to go out, but also to just overall the response from the county on this whole issue?
The thing I would like people to do is calm down, try not to panic, try to stop buying all the toilet paper at all the stores. That's not even a symptom of the disease. The next thing is that there are a lot of exceptions, so don't think we're putting people out of business. Virtually every business could qualify for an exception. The exception list is pretty long. So everything from supply of groceries to supporting those essential businesses all qualify as exempt from the order.
And we should note that there's no curfew in place.
No curfew, correct. There's no shutting down of any particular business, that's right.